It's the day after the 2000 US election, but then President Bill Clinton still doesn't know who's going to replace him.
The American people have now spoken, but it's going to take a little while to determine exactly what they said.
The swing state of Florida is too close to call, and its results will decide the next president of the United States, Democrat Al Gore or Republican George W. Bush. It took 36 days, in fact, as state officials launched a ballot recount and Republican and Democratic lawyers fought over every line of election law.
When you don't have standardized recount procedures in place or more standardization in your election code, it just opens up anybody for problems if something is very, very tight from a vote count perspective.
Gore eventually conceded the presidency to Bush after a ruling in the Supreme Court, and the country's highest court could be involved once again if this year's election goes down to the wire. US President Donald Trump has also just confirmed a new Supreme Court justice, Amy Coney Barrett. Democrats in the Senate say she should recuse herself from any election-related cases, but there's been no sign that she'll do so. Meanwhile, Florida election officials insist this year won't see a repeat of what happened in 2000. The state has brought in significant election reforms in the last 20 years, including more standardized recount procedures and training for poll workers. But there are concerns about how fast volunteers will be able to count a record number of mail-in ballots driven by the coronavirus pandemic. And officials also concede that Florida's traditionally razor-thin margins could mean we'll still be waiting for the state's result, and possibly the entire country's, the day after the election. Giles, Gibson for CGTN in Washington.